First of all, thank you so much for coming today. I know it's a Saturday morning, and some of us had a nice event last night, and it was a great event. It was a great event. So, you know, we had a great speech here, but I'm going to just share a story with you. A story about a young man who was 16 years old, left his country, and came to USA, and then believed in American dream. Believed in that no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what color of skin you have, no matter what faith you practice, America welcomes everyone. We have 195 countries, and I chose to come to USA. And I landed in Amarillo, Texas. No, it was a culture shock to begin with. Trust me, it was. There was no YouTube, there was no Netflix, there was no Google. So if you want to drive, you have to have a map. And so, coming here and starting a new life was a challenge, but I took it. I came with my parents, and I don't even remember I have even $10 on me, honestly. My father and my mom was with me, and I got my first job as a busboy in a Holiday Inn. We shared earlier with Andy, and she asked me, tell us about your first job. And the story is that I went to every place in Amarillo to apply for a job, and they would turn me down. And like there was no YouTube, there was no Google, so everything has to be in a newspaper. So there was an ad in a newspaper. There was a busboy job opening in a Holiday Inn in Amarillo. And a friend of mine called me and he said, Nasir, there's a job opening in a Holiday Inn. I said, are you crazy? I went to McDonald's, Burger King, Whataburger, Long John Silver, and no one gave me a job. My English wasn't as good. I mean, still is not good. I hope you all can understand me. And you want me to go to Holiday Inn? The Holiday Inn was a 5-star hotel at that time. He said, no, just call. Well, long story short, I got a job. And that was my first job as a busboy. But I worked through it. Within 2-3 months, I got into room service, and my charm and my hard work kept me going. My first boss, who I still miss till today, Altaf Wadiwala, and may God rest his soul, a wonderful man, a good mentor, a decent fellow who taught me good things. He said, Nasir, you stay firm, work hard, and God will give you everything. And there's a lot of shortcuts in this country. And he told me the stories about people who will try to do things differently. But he told me, Nasir, there's a shortcut and there's a right way. And if you do things right way, God will bless you. And I'm telling you today, the man who came to this country with nothing is running for Texas State Senate. And that proves American dream. Along the way, I met this beautiful girl. Now she's my wife. We've been married for 31 years. We have 3 wonderful children. Our son is a 3rd-year resident in New York, medical doctor. Middle daughter got married back in 2020, right during the pandemic, and we will be grandparents next year, our first grandkid, and we cannot wait for that. The youngest one, we were just talking with Yelena. She's she's doing civil engineering in one of the state colleges. We believe in the education system. I didn't send my kids to the private school, even though we could afford it. We went, yes, we found the homes in a decent neighborhood where the schools are good, but we believe in the education system. And all those things now you see what I have experienced when I went to college, what we see happening with immigration, what we see what's happening with our families, that they've been mistreated. It just gives me this thing that, no, I need to do something. The people who knows me for 15, 16 years, I know some of you all know me for less, some of you all know me for longer. My friend Kip sitting over there. Yeah, so I just could not sit low. It hurts me when I ran for Justice of the Peace, I was told it did not make some people happy. No, I was fooled, I ran as a Republican. But because my heart was in it. But it was not treated, they did not welcome it. So I was so disheartened, but do I regret it? Absolutely no. I think it gives me a courage to what I'm doing today. It gives me a courage to fight for the people who cannot fight for themselves. It gives me a courage to tell people, this is not a red, white, or blue issue right now. This is an American issue. If you read my push card, the issues we are talking about, gun safe, education, the power grid issue, separation of church and state, So anyone who reads that, anyone who sees that, you need to think about it. We need to work together for our kids. We need to work together for the people who want America to be their home. They are not here to hurt us. Yes, we may not like the way they're coming, but let's not go below the level of humanity. Let's treat them like they are human. Let's treat them with the rights that God has given to them. And we are forgetting that by handing positions to elected officials in a silver platter. I know how the gentleman I'm running against, how he got that position. Before he even announced that position, he was endorsed by 200 plus people. He didn't have to lift a finger. Why? Because he has a people with the deep pockets and people in a higher area in the Republican Party. And he was given, honestly, he was given that position on a silver platter. And what we have to gain out of it? Nothing. In 10 years, honestly, I don't care. You go and check his record. What he has done for average Joe? Nothing. He claims to take a credit for everything. And I was talking with Maria the other day. I'm surprised he hasn't taken the credit for the air we breathe in and the light we get from sun. Because he sent you the long list of things that he's taking the credit for. And I don't want to go into detail. I'm going to focus on what we are going to do. Just like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. You know, this is America. This is a land of immigrants. We are going to stick together. We are going to work together. We are going to bring people from both sides of the aisle, and we are going to win this election. You know, I have, like I said, there's a lot of things I can discuss, but I want to talk from here, who I am. And issues we have discussed earlier today, how we can make Houston a great city, how we can make Spring great. We need to have a massive transit system here. That's what Henry and I we were talking about. People are afraid we have a transit system. Our oil industry is going to get hurt. No, look at Dallas. I'm from Dallas. When Dallas started the DART system, it's flourished. Those areas that nobody wants to step in, now where there's a transit station, there's so much development that if you go and visit now and visited 10 years ago, you won't even believe it. So we all need to work together. What's best for our people, what's best for the Texans. Let's all pray and let's all do it together. Any questions? If not, then I'm going to get more emotional. So I'm going to end it right here. So thank you so much again.